Hello and welcome back to the channel. It is week 3 in my half marathon training. I bet you're wondering what happened to week 2. We'll talk about that.
You're going in! 3, 2, 1, go!
The explanation is really quite simple. Really the only interesting thing that happened during week 2 was while we were down in Florida checking on construction of our beach house, I ran 2 miles at the campground in the middle of the afternoon. And I didn't even feel like that was worthy of videoing. You know, we've had I think the entire country has had a heat wave. So up until this week, it's just all been, you know, trying to get stuff done on the treadmill, and I've had to rearrange long runs, had to rearrange workouts just because of the weather and because of, you know, continuing with Scout's recovery. But we're here in week 3 and it is 9:08 a.m. and it is 66 degrees. So today is Friday actually, and during my long run, which is just 4.5 miles this week, I'll talk about what I've done this week, but the cooler weather has been amazing. So let's get the 4.5 miles started and we'll chat about week 3. All right. It's good that we're 3/4 of a mile in and I'm already this out of breath. It's great. But let's see. What have I done this week? The best thing is that I can count on a handful of times in the past month that I've ran outside. But I did do an easy run on my street earlier this week, and the run was bad, but it felt nice to be outside. Okay, 2 miles in. Feeling okay. The thing about 9 a.m. is that I'll be curious to see what the temperature is by the time I'm done, because it's not 66 anymore. Oh, there is potentially a problem with my trail. I haven't been out here in a really long time. I wonder what the deal with that is, if I can get over it. We shall see. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, well, I was going to try to maintain long run intervals for 3 miles at least before I stopped, but I think I'm at almost 3, like 2.75. Yeah, just going to have to run by heart rate from now on to the end of this 4.5 miles. Okay, the thing about this time of year in a place like this is that you gotta watch out for snakes. I went by a lady who was walking her dog a little bit ago. She told me to watch out. There was a couple of snakes, so I was getting ready to run by. Whew. If the one's still there, I'll show you when we get back over there. But I tell you what, I hate snakes. But I do love that. Oh, you're so pretty. Okay, you wanna go with me? Okay, bye. Okay. This is where one of the snakes was a few minutes ago. He may have moved, but we'll see. Impromptu character stop. Let's see if he's still there. Oh yeah, you can still see him a little bit. I'll zoom in on video. But he's right there. I can't tell what kind of snake he is. Oh, is that his little head? He doesn't look like a venomous one, but I'm not really sure. He looks like a dark gray or black with very small yellow rings, or white rings. He's just sunning himself. If you know what kind of snake that is, you can leave it in the comments. I will be looking it up when I'm done running. Okay, 4.5 done. My overall pace, fortunately, was under 12 minutes, so yay for that, even though I, did walk quite a bit of the second half of that because it was hot. Let's see, I'm gonna turn my car on and see what temperature is now. Watch it still be in the 60s. Yeah, my car's lying and it's not 66 still. Of course, I'm also in the shade. So let's, so things I'm discovering as we're getting back into a training cycle is that my strength training has definitely suffered, and that could be why running just always feels awful right now. And then also between vacationing, dog surgeries, and just life in general, sleep is hard to come by at my house. And we're trying to figure all that out, not have doggos wake me up at 2 in the morning. So I'm hoping that once that's all figured out and I can actually get a decent night's sleep, that things will also start to feel better. But I'm very proud that I've kept the strength training schedule. What I do for the most part each week is 2 days of Peloton and then a day of weighted vest walking, because I'm hoping for some hiking this fall, winter, and hopefully backpacking next year. We got some plans in the works, so I'm trying to keep my body used to carrying a good amount of weight, because that was my problem before. Sorry for that crazy camera that just happened. But I've been doing that, and that's what makes me, that's how I can tell that I've lost a lot of strength, because the simplest of Peloton weight training, not using very heavy weights, has made me sore. I've pretty much my legs have been sore all week, just from a couple of, I only did one Peloton and I did my weighted vest thing the other day, and I'm gonna do my other Peloton today when I get home. But don't ever, you'll hear this from everybody, do not underestimate doing your strength training. It is so, so important. So, but that's done. Glad it's done. I'm gonna go home. I did not bring any water with me, that was stupid. Get some water, do my Peloton, and get on with the rest of my day. Something interesting that's happening is I am putting on a fundraiser scavenger hunt for our high school cross country team. This is the first time I've ever done something like this. It's not a 5K that I'm putting on. So that'll be fun. And I was inspired by the scavenger hunt that my friend and I did at the Olympic trials. I honestly don't remember if back in the Olympic trials video, if I videoed any of that. I'll link the video from Olympic trials here. But yeah, so let's go get some Peloton and get everything done for this week. Summer is that rain and thunderstorms happen in the afternoon, so I don't really have to worry about that today. So we're gonna go get set up. Well, the 5K fundraiser seemed to go fairly well. It being the first year of something kind of different, we didn't have a huge turnout, but the people that were there did seem to enjoy it. So that is a win in my book. So this is the end of week 3. I'm actually on my way to church on a Sunday evening for another event, a women's ministry thing. But I feel okay. I actually was reflecting today on, running feels starting to feel normal again. I also was reflecting on the fact that next week, week 4, I have a long run of 7 miles, which doesn't sound like a whole lot, but feels like a whole lot when I go back and look and realize that the last time I ran anything close to that far was marathon weekend in January. So definitely tune in next week, see how that goes, as we are still dealing with, the warm summer air has come back. That's why I really wanted to enjoy the cooler temps while they were here. I really appreciated that. And really look forward to fall when the colors start to change and temperature goes down and all the things. So I hope everybody's doing well. I hope whatever you're training for is going well. And give this video a like, leave me a comment. Where are you living, or how are you dealing with these hot temperatures? And be sure to subscribe. Always remember that you are God's masterpiece. See you next week, week 4 in my training, and a 7-mile long run.